Why is it that our markets are commanding? And this is, I think, an achievement for each person in this room, because you are the ones who are commanding this price to earning multiple, which is higher than not only the averages of the world indices, but you can see there the comparison with various nations. So at 22.2, yes, some people say we are an expensive market, but still, why is the investment coming? Because this is a reflection of the optimism and the trust and faith that the world has in India today, that we are commanding these kind of multiples in our markets. But somebody once told me that the problem with people who see a lot of opportunity ahead of them is that they sometimes forget to look back and see how far they've come. So I thought, first let me start with a quick look at how far we have come. And truly, it is something that we're all so proud of. I like to refer to it as momentum, right? Momentum of the Indian economy, momentum of the Indian markets, momentum of the Indian businesses. And this Indian momentum has its own unique characteristics. I can't help but refer to, and all of us studied this in physics, right? So Newtonian mechanics tells us that momentum is equal to mass into velocity. India has always had the mass because it's had this huge scale, this huge size, the demographic dividend. We've always had it. But what is it that is giving us momentum today is the velocity. What is the manifestation of this velocity? Whenever I meet overseas investors, and I meet many of them today because many of them are coming into India because they either want to start investing in India or increase their allocations to India. And at the same time, we have an outreach program. We go and meet a large number of foreign investors to tell them and talk to them about India and its market. And what I share with them are my thoughts, two very simple thoughts about velocity. I'm not an economist, so I'm very happy to plead ignorance that I don't understand complex econometric models. To me, I track only two sets of parameters. The first are tax collections. Because as they say, there are only two realities in life, taxes and death. So we won't talk about death, we can talk about taxes. There is no assumption in tax collection numbers. There are no models. This is a reality, you can trust it. So you look at the GST collections, and it's been an amazing story for the country. Yes, initially it was about greater compliance. After that, yes, there was a certain element of inflation. But at the end of the day, there is the growth there. And what started as over there 1 lakh crores per month is today at 1.68. This is not trivial. And the global investors, when they see this chart, they actually find that it's illuminating, that, oh, we didn't realize it was this good. Look at the advanced tax. And again, I talked to them about how in India we have a concept of advanced tax, which is nothing but a forward-looking statement by the economy as a whole as to how much profit is going to be made in the system. So you look at the numbers quarter on quarter, 14% up in, this is cumulative, quarter on quarter. So 14%, 21%, and Q3 up 20% from last year. This is the velocity of India. This is what is giving us momentum. Now, being somewhat of a realist, I also like to look at the real economy, just not the financial numbers. And what is my favorite proxy for looking at that is power consumption. Look at the trend again, whether it is petrol product consumption or electricity supply. Of course, there is a cyclicality to all of this, but look at the trend line and the way it is growing. The only area where we see much more volatility is in natural gas, but that's largely because of global issues and geopolitical issues. But the key productive activity in the economy, you can look at the trend line there, and again, you see the velocity at which the country is moving. How is this manifested in the market? And it's really amazing to see. We talk about hockey stick phenomena at an enterprise level. What we are witnessing is the hockey stick phenomena at an economy level, at a market-wide level, at an ecosystem level. So if you see the way the market cap has gone, right? From 74 lakh crores to 378 lakh crores. We are at one-time GDP now. The growth has been phenomenal in just 10 years. You look at India's weight in the emerging market index. We started at 6.6, we are today at 17.6. It's just, again, and look at that hockey stick effect. So this is the velocity that we speak about. This is the momentum of India, the new India.